Why MrBeast's Beastland is already facing backlash. Nobody expected MrBeast's biggest project of the year to become controversial before most people had even stepped inside. At first, Beastland sounded like every fan's dream. Imagine taking everything you've watched on YouTube for years, the giant challenges, the impossible games, the massive prizes, and turning all of it into a real-life experience. It sounded like something only MrBeast could pull off. And that's exactly why millions of people immediately started talking about it. But then, people started reading the details, and suddenly, the conversation completely changed. Because Beastland wasn't just being judged as another creator event anymore. People were starting to ask a much bigger question. Is this actually a fun fan experience, or has it become something much more complicated? MrBeast has spent years building one of the biggest brands on the internet. Every new project somehow becomes larger than the last. First, it was YouTube videos, then Feastables, then businesses, then TV shows. Now, an entire entertainment experience. It's clear that Beastland isn't just another event. It's another step in turning the MrBeast brand into something much bigger than YouTube. And honestly, that's impressive, but bigger projects also attract bigger criticism. One of the first things people noticed wasn't the attractions, it was the rules. Visitors discovered that there were strict conditions attached to attending the event. Certain types of filming weren't allowed, professional recording equipment was restricted, some areas had specific rules about photography, and attendees also agreed to appear in official recordings during the experience. None of these rules are completely unusual for large entertainment events, but once people started reading everything together, social media immediately exploded. Some people believed the rules were perfectly normal. Others felt they were much stricter than they expected from something promoted as a creator experience. Then another discussion appeared, the location. Instead of opening somewhere like the United States, Beastland became connected with a major entertainment project in Saudi Arabia that immediately divided opinions online. Supporters argued it made sense. The region has invested heavily in tourism, entertainment, and international events over the last few years. Critics, however, focused on a different conversation. They questioned whether creators should partner with governments or projects that have faced criticism from international human rights organizations. That debate quickly became bigger than Beastland itself. Interestingly, very little of the criticism was actually about the attractions. Most of it was about perception, because MrBeast has always built his reputation around transparency, showing everything, recording everything, letting viewers feel like they're part of every challenge. So when people started seeing rules that appeared more restrictive than expected, some fans felt the experience no longer matched the image they associated with his content. Whether that's completely fair or not, that perception spread incredibly quickly. And that's one thing we've seen happen again and again online. Sometimes a project isn't judged only by what it is, it's judged by what people think it represents. That's exactly what happened here. For some viewers, Beastland represents innovation. For others, it represents how large creator brands are becoming more corporate than personal. Over the past few years, MrBeast has changed dramatically. He's no longer just uploading challenge videos with his friends. He's running multiple companies, managing hundreds of employees, building businesses worth millions of dollars, launching products around the world. At that scale, every decision becomes more complicated, and every decision gets analyzed. That's why Beastland feels so different. If this project had come from almost anyone else, people probably wouldn't care nearly as much, but because it's MrBeast, every detail becomes news, every rule becomes discussion. Every decision becomes controversy. That's simply what happens when you're the biggest creator on the platform. The interesting part is that opinions remain completely divided. Some people believe Beastland will become one of the coolest creator experiences ever made. Others think it's already losing the authenticity that made MrBeast famous in the first place. And right now, nobody really knows which side will end up being right. Because until the event is fully underway, everything is based on expectations, not results. One thing is certain though, creator projects are becoming much bigger than YouTube videos. They're becoming businesses, experiences.
Now Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like MrBeast? No.
Jack, do you think MrBeast ruined YouTube?
Yes.
Oh, now in all honesty, Jack, why?
Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun.
You just don't think you had fun playing Squid Games? You don't think you had fun riding on yachts? Building wells in Africa? I don't know.
If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer. We'd see the fun.
Oh. Ooh.
I thought you were gonna get me with that one.
Brands, entire ecosystems, and Beastland may be one of the clearest examples of that shift. Whether people end up loving it or criticizing it, the entire internet is going to be watching.
Of a decade, a lot of people are very short-term sighted, but as long as you're innovating, adapting, reinvesting, I think if you do it intelligently.
Imagine like you're 9 years, still no one gives a about your channel, and you're like, one more year, here we go, one more year, here we go.
Because whenever MrBeast launches something this ambitious, the conversation never stays quiet for long. And this time, it may be even louder than ever. Band.